Hello, my name is Asia Gooden, and I'm presenting my event titled Sun Devil Track Camp. So this camp is really geared towards high school track athletes who are looking to further their academic and athletic career in the world of sport, in the world of track and field. I'm sorry, in the world of track and field. So the skills that are really emphasized in this camp are in the categories of sprinting, jumping, and throwing. But not only does this camp help develop the skills within competing in the sport of track, but also enables or more motivates the participant to really further their career in their academics. So tours will be taken of the school, um, having a student athlete panel to ask questions about the school and about their experience at college, or taking the tour of sports facilities. So the feasibility of the event. I feel that this event will really take off because, for one, it is giving back to the community, and everybody's welcome, whether you're in the state of Arizona, whether you're in another state, California, New York, wherever, or another country. Everybody is welcome. Also, since it is, like I said, also it's a volunteering type event, that it won't be that hard to put together. You have staffing already in order. You have coaching, the coaching staff, the student athletes within ASU, Sun Angel Stadium, which you don't have to pay for, and it's already there for use, and the equipment that ASU already has for the track and field sport. And as a former ASU athlete, we are really big on giving back, and we really enjoy giving a helping hand and building, really motivating and building up the younger generation to really do something with their lives and to be successful, and to telling, what, there's other things out there, that you can do, and just to keep them busy and basically out of trouble. SWOT. So let's start off with strength. So the strengths of this event is free staffing, obtainable facilities, equipment, the status of Division I athletes and coaches, and great training weather. ASU is, well, Arizona, the state of Arizona is really big on just beautiful training weather. They have over 10 facilities for baseball where everybody comes from different states to just train. So that in general is a biggie. Weaknesses: extremely hot weather. Timing of the event will really be very important. The location is good, but timing, when I say timing, I mean the time of season. So a good time to really hold this event would probably be early November to December. It's really cold in Arizona, so around early November, it's an average of 70 degrees, so it's just beautiful weather. Opportunities. The biggest opportunity for these participants is obtaining, grade A training from ASU coaches. Our coaches are known nationally. We have a great reputation of developing athletes and getting them to the next level, and even we have an array of Olympians within that have came out of Arizona State. The chance to tour the campus to really get a feel for ASU campus, but not just ASU, but also motivate them if they want to go to other colleges, because there's so much more to attend the university than to just to play in the sport. You have your sororities, being a part of a brotherhood or a sisterhood. You have different activities, groups, black black clubs. What else do we have? Other fraternities, and we have we even have chess clubs, to say, just to be a part of something, or really just being a part of a club that just does a whole lot of volunteering. You also get to talk to current student athletes who are there, and also alumni. Alumni will also be volunteering at the event, so you can get some insight of what they've been through and how they enjoyed the college life. Um, Talking to students there who have not graduated yet, to see what their experience is like currently at Arizona State, what they like and what they do not like about it. Let's not, let's be real. There's some negatives to college, but all around it's a great experience. And for one, I would wish to go back. Some threats. There was won't be too many threats, only bad weather and lack of participants. Since this is the first event ever held towards training camp for track, there probably won't be that many people there, but to get the word out, really going through social media. You have your Twitter, your Instagram, your Facebook, emailing different coaches out there at high schools that that ASU has connections with will be a good way to really promote and advertise the event, which I feel will be very beneficial for the high school athletes. So budget. Since this is volunteering and that we already have our facilities in place, equipment, and staffing in order free of charge. Expenses will only really include the lunch for the participants. Lunch will be given one time on Saturday. Insurance, making sure that everybody is, that the school isn't liable for any incidences, so waivers will be signed and participation forms by parents and the participants, and janitorial services just to keep the facilities clean. Revenue that will come from the event, participation fee, of course. Um, Although it is giving back to the community, we still believe in, we're giving back to the community, so the money that we bring in, we're going to give back to at least a charity or back to Arizona State. Parking will be charged, but that will be included in the participation fee. Personnel. So everybody's basically a volunteer except for the janitorial services. They will be paid. We have our coaches, our athletes, ASU track alumni who are able to attend, and student athletes from other sports at ASU for our student athlete panel that will be held on Friday. Vendors and sponsorships. So from what I know, from my own current knowledge, we have vendors that do come to the school periodically to really promote their business. So we have around the campus, we have Juice It Up, Yogurtland, Jimmy John's, just to name a few. And I'd like to bring them in to really help them promote themselves since they are kind of new to the area, and to really get themselves out to the younger public within the city, to really bring them in, and to also, on the days that we do not provide lunch, that they can go, get a snack or get something to eat without having to travel far away from the campus to try to find food, especially on Saturdays since the campus is pretty much closed. Trying to give them more convenient options of eating. Sponsorships. The Sun Devil Alumni Club, they automatically really help with events at ASU, really putting money into it, so there will be a big one. Not only do they help fund athletic events, but also academic events as well, to really, push and drive Arizona State and to give back to the community. And for future references, I would like to have the Pac-12 help sponsor the event once it becomes bigger, which I feel it will grow within the next years after the first. You just have to get the name out there really, and to really market it and to build value within the event that that the high schoolers will get out of it, and hopefully whatever they learn from the event that they will take out into their own competition, and they will have some PRs, we call personal record times, and that will come from the skills that they've learned at Arizona State from our nationally ranked coaches and athletes. So the day of the event, when it comes to check-in procedures, we will start on Friday morning. It will be an early start. We'll first meet at the Sun Angel Stadium at 7:30, and participants and family should have ID, which must be available. And with this ID, we will have a list of the participants who are there to check them off to make sure that they are present. So when it comes to transportation and parking plans, whoever's participating in the event must provide their own transportation, whether they're in-state or out-of-state. A parking pass will be given the day of the event. Like I said, the parking expense is already into the participation fee, so they don't have to worry about paying when they get to the campus. and we will have a secluded lot just for our participants. We'll call Lot 29, in the covered parking for shade, since the weather might be a little hot. The cars can get, pretty uncomfortable and hot when we get back in them. So we'll reserve covered parking for participants and their families at Lot 29. And also, since with that, participants must include their own hotels, so that's not included. But Arizona State's campus has an easy transportation. If they if they don't want to drive one day, they can take what we call our MetroLink, which goes to all the campuses. It goes from Mesa all the way to downtown Phoenix. So even with that, that can be another beneficial thing. If they want to tour other campuses, such as downtown campus, they could take the MetroLink for it's about $5, and tour the campuses of Arizona State when they're not participating in the skills camp or taking tours within the event. Now the event timeline. So Friday will really be geared towards really just introducing the event. We'll have check-in at the track at 7:15 to 8 a.m. To make sure that everybody's there, everybody's present, and they're ready to get started. We'll then go up to the ICU, what we call the Intercollegiate Athletic Department, the ICA. From there, we'll have introduction and lecture on the third floor of in the auditorium at 8:30 to 10 a.m. We'll have people introduce themselves to tell why they're there and what they're expecting to learn. After that, we'll then have a tour of the ICU from 10:15 to 11 a.m. Which they can also see the athletic training rooms. They can see the football floor, which is their floor. They can see the Olympic floor, which is the second floor. They can also see where the students have like mentoring and tutoring within the ICA, the full computer lab. They can also see compliance offices, along with the sixth floor where the athletic directors are, and they can probably meet them as well if they're still, in the offices, just to get a full-blown tour, along with football locker rooms. So with this experience, it's not just only about track, it's about the whole athletic environment of ASU sports programs, and also taking a tour of the underground weight room. After that, we'll have a student athlete panel back on the third floor in the auditorium, really enabling the participants to ask questions to current athletes about their experience and what they like and don't like, and what the participants should prepare for when coming into college, and what they should take from it. And last, we'll have a campus tour of the academic rooms, academic classrooms on campus of Tempe, along with dorm room tours, and tours of the student markets and so on. And Saturday and Sunday is where we really start getting into our skill set. From Friday, like I said, when we did our lecture on the track and field and the history of it, along with our introductions, this is where we take it onto the field. So check-in, we always have a check-in from 9 o'clock to 9:15. And then they'll meet with the student athletes of the Arizona track team. Then we'll go into skills camp, which will mainly focus on technique, mechanics, and drills from 10:15 to 1. In between that time, they will have small breaks around 10-15 minutes, get water, get a snack or whatnot, and then lunch is on their own after 1 o'clock. On Sunday, the participants will come back, check in a little earlier, 8:30, 8:45, just to get them in, try to get them out. It is Sunday. They probably have school the next day. Then we'll continue with our skills camp, which will more focus on the more advanced skills, which includes lessons on block starts, proper positioning, where you should be, on throws and jumps around 9 to 12 noon. And during the skills camp, everybody will be split into different groups. So if you're a sprinter, do the 1 to 2, 4, you'll be in that group. If you're long jump or triple jump, high jump, you'll be, in the jumps group. If you're a thrower, shot put, hammer, javelin, you'll be in another group. So and each group will have their group of student athletes who specialize in those events. So I think this camp will really be beneficial into helping high school athletes really get motivated and help prepare them for a higher level of athletics, but not only athletics but also academics. So this event really focuses on everything in general when it comes to being a student athlete, and that's where the tours come in and seeing all the facilities within the campus of what ASU has to offer. And this shouldn't only motivate them to want to come to ASU, but also motivate them, to take their skills further to other colleges that, catch their attention. So I feel this event will be extremely beneficial.